Hi friends! So the last few videos have been kinda big projects, ones that took a lot of time to do. And those are great. I love those. They are super fun. But sometimes you just want and need to do something a little simpler. So this week we're going to do another craft kit, but we're not going to speed through it like I usually do. I'm going to take you through it with me step by step. This is the craft kit we're going to do. Let me just say, I don't exactly have high hopes for this. It might be the hand on the box holding a very thin, plastic-looking squeegee. It might be the prints that look like they're pasted on with clip art. Or it might be the screen printing juice that is in the same bottles as fabric paint. Either way, I don't really think this one is going to be amazing. Looking at the ingredients on the box, it actually says that these are fabric paint. I did a screen printing kit once before that completely lost all of the ink when I washed it. So at least if this one has fabric paint that actually stays on fabric, it'll be slightly better than that one. Let's just open this up. Ooh. Alright, we have 4 fabric paints. I think this one is puffy paint. The thinnest plastic squeegee ever. A very tiny roll of masking tape, a paintbrush that may look like it has a wood handle, but it's an imposter. It's actually plastic. This drawstring bag with something inside of it. Oh, the screen printing frame. Okay, well, at least it's actually like tight, not like the previous kit. These must be the stencils. A brochure with other activities that they have. The instruction manual, which seems pretty detailed. And then for the stencils, we have a flower and some leaves, a shark and other sea creatures, dinosaurs, some wavy lines and things. And then this one that has a dog, a cat, a bird, a unicorn, a snake, and a butterfly. Alright, so first the instructions say that I need to tape the stencil down to the screen side. But these little edges are curled up. And the instructions all say that if the stencil doesn't lie flat against the screen, then the edges of the picture may run. And I want to try to give this kit the best chance that it has, so I'm going to tape the edges of the screen down. Then I need to tape the stencil to the screen side of the frame. And I'm going to do it like this, centering the whole stencil sheet on the frame so that I can tape every edge. Even though the neurotic, orderly gremlin in my brain wants to center the actual animal I'm going to do, which is the octopus, in the middle of the frame, if that makes sense. Then I need to put scrap pieces of paper over the parts of the stencil that I don't want printed. And I'll tape all of those down. Now, like I said, I want to test out this octopus, but since I only have one bag, I'm going to test it on a paper towel. It says to squeeze out a thick line with a generous amount of paint. Then hold the screen down firmly to keep it flat. And pull the paint down with the squeegee with firm, even pressure. Pull the paint in all 4 directions to ensure complete coverage. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, that's not bad. It's a little wild around the edges, but it's not bad. So now for this bag. First, we need to put a piece of cardboard inside so that the paint doesn't transfer through to the back. I'm going to use this poster board. Put that inside there. This bag is pretty wrinkly. I should probably iron it first, but I don't want to. So let's put this cute little octopus right here and squirt paint. Then scrape in all 4 directions. Then let's peel this up and see. Okay, he's not terrible. I'll have to maybe fix that little area right there. Let's do another one up here. Okay, so that little tentacle didn't want to come out. I'll just touch that up a little bit. This paint is kind of weird looking. It's like lumpy. Next, in the instructions, it says that you can do two-tone prints. So I'm going to try that with this starfish. I did take everything off, wash the screen and the stencil, let everything dry, and then re-taped the stencil. I just didn't film it. Now, do I want to do red and purple or blue and purple? I think I'm going to do red and purple. All right, so we're going to put a little bit here and a little bit here. And then I'm just going to drag it like this. Let's see what that looks like. Let's try that one again. And here we go. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. Back over to the bag. I'm going to do a little starfish down here. Then I'm going to lift that up. That looks pretty cute. Let's do another one up here. I think I might be breaking the screen. I can't really tell. Okay, no, I'm not. I don't think. Oh my god, that's so cute. I love that. Okay, I want more of those. Those are fun. Let's do one right here. Okay, I want more. I'll put one down here. I'm going to turn him around and go this way. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I need one more. I'm going to put him up here. I don't know if I can get him flat up here, though. Let's try it like that. Let's see if I just scrape it and don't squirt out more paint. Like, is there enough paint still on the squeegee? Oh no, he's smushed. Oh, no. I flew too close to the sun. Well, we tried. I wonder if I can move the scrap papers over and do a turtle without having to go wash everything and wait for it to dry. Then, since this is just fabric paint anyway, let me try some of my own paint in this light pinky peach. Okay, maybe up here? Alright, that doesn't look bad, but I'll just fix a few little spots on my turtle friends here. Okay, so when I went to clean off the screen, I encountered a couple of problems. One, there is a rip in the screen, but it's not where I thought it was. It's up here in the corner, and after the first time that I washed it off, I was blowing it dry, and there was a couple of times when I noticed some like smoke coming up, so I stopped blow drying it. But now I'm wondering if I accidentally melted the screen. So I'm not going to call that a problem with the kit. That might just have been me doing that. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but some of the fabric paint didn't want to come off. The first time I washed it after using their paint, it came off easily. I didn't even have to scrub it. It just came off in the water. This time, some of the red is still on there, which is their paint, but I'm assuming that maybe it's because it had time to dry a bit while I was doing the pink turtle. But the pink paint didn't want to come off at all, even when I scrubbed. Because they call this orange paint puffy paint, I kind of assumed that the other paints were matte, but the pink paint that I used was matte, and that definitely didn't want to come off. So I'm not actually sure anymore what their fabric paint is. Anyway, next I want to do the shark, but I want to do a rainbow. So I'm going to get out some puffy paint to do that. I also dug out the screen from that other extremely crappy screen printing kit. so that maybe I can have 2 screens going and not have to run and wash it and dry it so often. I am going to put some tape on both sides of this rip so that it doesn't spread, and then I'm going to get the stencil put on and everything all taped up. Alright, now let's try this rainbow shark. So I'm just going to squirt out my rainbow colors across the top, and I'm kind of worried about how this is going to blend. Like, I don't want all the colors to turn into poop brown, so I think I'm going to blend just 2 colors at a time, and then between swipes, I'll clean off the squeegee with a paper towel. Alright, let's see how this looks. Cute! Yeah, I like that. That's very cute. I am gonna fix his face a little bit. Oh my god, he's so cute. I like him. Let's see. Do I want to do another one? I do, but I also kind of think he looks cute alone in the center like that. On the second screen, I'm going to try this other stencil that I had in my stencil collection. Then I'm going to try a slick paint that doesn't want to come out. Oh, if you could see what is happening right now. Okay, the paint isn't wanting to come out, so I stuck a pin in it to try and unclog it, and I broke the pin. So now I'm trying a toothpick. Okay, well that was more than I wanted, but that's fine. Alright, here we go. Is this flat? Absolutely not, but we're going to try it anyway. Please don't mess this up. If this gets messed up, I'm gonna be really mad because I am pushing this as flat as I can. Alright, ready, go. That did not work well at all. Okay, well that was a fail. I think the stencil is too thick because there's definitely like a tall layer of paint here. So I'm gonna spread that out a little. I'm going to try another one over here and try to scrape it really hard and see if I can get the paint to go a little flatter. Okay, so besides letting this dry, I think this is as far as I can go with this kit. There are actually a lot of cute stencils in the kit, but I don't want to mix any more of them in. Like, I don't want a giant dinosaur in the middle of the ocean. And the other stencils that I have are a thicker material and didn't work as well. I actually really did like this kit. The screen and the stencils worked just like they were supposed to. The flimsy squeegee did its job. And since these are actually fabric paint, I'm gonna guess that the paint will stay put. But you know that I am not leaving it like this. So after the paint has all dried, I'm going to use my stencils and trace out some more sea creatures and plants. Then I'm just going to paint in all of these shapes, using a combination of brush on fabric paint, puffy paint, and their mystery fabric paint. I am using the brush from the kit because why not? It's working just fine. After I've gotten a base layer down, I'm going to go back in with second coats, remix some of the colors that I don't like, and add in this seashell that I forgot to paint. Then I'm going to go in with some more fabric paint and add some kind of blocky color details. The last thing that I'm going to do is go in with my acrylic paint markers to add in all of the little fine details that will really bring this to life. And this one is done. What do you think? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.